David Makhura, the Premier of Gauteng, has expressed outrage over the recent shootings in Alexandra, north of Johannesburg, which left 5 dead and 7 injured. It's reported that a group of 4 men on foot stopped people and demanded their belongings before opening fire. Among those who were killed was Alex FM music manager Joshua Mbatha, who was on his way home with 2 of his colleagues when they were stopped by the gunmen who took their cell phones and shoes before shooting Mbatha in the chest. The Premier is currently in Alexandra visiting the injured in hospital and meeting community members. SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa is there for us. A very good afternoon to Mbalenhle. Just explain what's happening around you.
Now, as you know, there are people coming in, and among them is Mbatha, who's here. We're going to find out about his reasons for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. You're here, you've heard about the many incidents that have taken place. There are 3 incidents where people have been shot and killed. Talk to us about that.
Look, all our information is in line with the police station's information. So we're about to go into a meeting to make sure that everything that we have as data, as information, will be on the same page. And then from there, I'll have extra information. They'll have extra information from our end, and then we'll be able to present to the media and everyone else that needs to get the information. We are here simply because the head of Alexandra Parliament, similar to what Soweto Parliament is in Soweto, gave us a call in the wee hours of the morning, said that all forces need to be here. Some national office spoke to us, provincial office said, listen, there are problems there, we're going to need you guys to be on the ground to help us with managing the forces that are coming from the community into the police station and the law enforcement.
Are you then saying that there are going to be some form of operations where there is operations that involve patrolling around the community following these incidents?
Yeah, the term for it is VISPOL, so visible policing. So there's going to be certainly a lot of operations happening because it will be very ignorant of the systems of the police force, of law enforcement and government to have such incidences and not follow up with operations. I just left Soweto now with Kliptown Police Station under Brigadier Lloyd doing their operation of visible policing in the area. A few arrests have been made. I'm just going to get the details when I get there. But for now, it's just Alexandra and nothing else but focusing on the problem.
And how do you feel about the incidents? I mean, people have died and it's a very unfortunate situation and circumstance to happen.
Yeah, look, it's disgusting. It doesn't need us to even try politicize it. It's disgusting that South Africans are subjected to such nonsense in this day and time. So what's going to happen is that we're going to get into a meeting and we're going to hope that there's no other hit in any part of this country. We're going to have to be proactive as the people, proactive as the law enforcement, proactive as the government. We're going to have to realize that the time for trying to seem smarter than the problem is over. We just have to be honest and say that the problem is bigger than what we are all presenting, and we need to step up our game in order to save South Africans.
Are you aware that there are some unconfirmed reports that one suspect or one of the victims from the mugging that took place was gunned down in her home, and this, it seems as though there's an attempt to cover up by those who were involved or who carry out these crimes?
Yeah, but you know, if Alexandra Parliament is here and the other forces from all other parliaments are here, there'll be less covering up of incidences. We'll present the truth for what it is, as it is, and it doesn't matter who feels the pain. If you feel the pain, we'll also deal with you. Whether you are in government, you are a minister, or you are law enforcement, there's nothing to cover up here. The first point of departure is for us to be honest about the situation. If crime is far ahead of our resources as government, as the people, as law enforcement, we just have to be honest so that we can prepare and put on better resources, equip ourselves with better equipment so that we can fight the crime. The crime right now is proving to be more superior than who we are as the people of the country.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Thank you. There you have it. That was Mbatha Mthethwa speaking to us. I am trying to speak to... I'm going to try and speak to the MEC for Community Safety right now. Yes, we are live, MEC. MEC, thank you so much again. And I hate that we meet this way. But MEC, any solutions so far? I mean, after hearing the incidents that have happened taken place overnight?
As you can see, the whole of us as the provincial government, the Premier, the Minister, we are here just to get first-hand information of exactly what happened, because last night when we kept on getting messages was that there are 4 people who are just terrorizing the community, going around shooting and stabbing and taking cell phones and doing any other thing just to terrorize the community. So this can't be right. We are a community, a peaceful community of Alexandra being terrorized by just 4 people. So we believe the police will work around the clock in ensuring that they find these perpetrators. If there's anyone who saw or can lead, there are allegations that there is someone, when there was a mob justice somewhere, who ran away and said, I'll come back in zone toll. So it's being said by communities, but we don't know exactly. But sadly, those that have lost their life, one of them he works for Alex FM, and others, of course, it's other people. Others were just being dropped off here in Alexandra, all the way from Limpopo. I suspect they knew nothing. So condolences to the family and those that are in hospital to get well soon, and definitely will make sure that we work around the clock with communities. Criminals don't fall from the sky, they live amongst communities. Now,
MEC, I don't know if you've heard about unconfirmed reports that these suspects are going around, tying up loose ends by the looks of things. One of the victims was gunned down in her home, and it seems as though they're trying to eliminate anyone who can identify them or any eyewitnesses. Are you aware of this kind of information, and are you going to come up with lasting solutions for this community, especially since, it seems as though there's a group that's been terrorizing the community for a while now?
That's why I say the importance the community is also helping us becomes very crucial. Police can't work alone. They need assistance from all of us. You have information, share with us. I did allude earlier that others are saying there was once a mob justice and one of them ran away. And that one who ran away said, Giabuya. So we may not be sure if that's the culprit or other people or copycats somewhere who are trying just to destabilize the province. So hopefully if we work together, put our shoulders to the wheel, all of us, I'm 100% sure we can bring these perpetrators to book.
What I hear you say is that there is some form of a lead. There are some leads. Okay, there we have it. MEC for Community Safety saying that they will indeed find the suspects and the perpetrators. We're going to try and get to hear what the Premier is also saying at this stage. I'm just going to...
Department and the National Commissioner.
No, thank you very much for that.
Let's do this. The Premier will come together with the...
We will address you. We will address you as soon as we are done with the Minister. What I want to say is that we will not leave Alexandra until the suspects are arrested. We need additional resources. We have been talking with the Minister of Police. He is here with the National Commissioner. Today they have made a commitment. Today they will give us additional resources for policing in the whole of Gauteng, not just to deal with to react to what has happened, but proactive policing to enhance the work that the police have been doing. So that's what I'm waiting to hear from the Minister now. We will definitely today get additional police resources. I want to thank the people of Alexandra. Yes, this is a tragedy. We have 10 people who were shot. 5 of them have passed on, but the people of Alexandra have been collaborating with the police. They have passed over information. That's why I'm saying we will not leave here today until the suspects are arrested. The police have enough information. They are hot on the heels. This is a localized gang, basically, a localized gang that has moved from one section to the other. They've been terrorizing this community. They will be behind bars by the time we leave here. And we need reinforcement of policing in our province, not just where there have been problems, but also in other communities. And Ukaimulao, we will see us even over the weekend. Right from the weekend, we will be in the different areas of our province, but without sufficient policing resources, the police numbers we have are often too few. So the Minister and the National Commissioner now are going to give us a report about how many additional resources we are going to get. But the people of Alexandra need to know that the information they have passed over to the police, as I speak right now, detectives have been acting on it. People will be behind, the suspects will be behind bars before we leave here.
Premier, are you going to go see the family?
I am going to be specifically visiting those that are in hospital. There are 2 hospitals. 5 people are admitted at Charlotte Maxeke and at Edenvale Hospital, and the other team of government will also be visiting the bereaved families. So we will do that today. But the people of Alexandra have given us enough information. They have been working with the police here, and they've identified this organized, localized criminal gang that I'm confident by the end of today they will be behind bars.
Thank you. There you heard it. Gauteng Premier Makhura saying he's confident that the perpetrators of the crimes and the gangs responsible for the crimes and the terrorism that has been taking place or that has been terrorizing the community of Alexandra will be behind bars. As you've heard, it seems as though there are some leads that have been found at this stage, and they will be following them. We also heard that there are going to be efforts to try and patrol the area and also just add additional resources to the community. Now it seems as though there's a car coming in. We're not sure who's going to come out of the car. We understand that the Minister of Police is already inside, but we will be stationed here to bring you all that is happening here in Alexandra. It's back to you in studio.
Thanks, Mbalenhle, for that update.